Thank you all for attending my lecture. You see, recently we have had a lot of extraterrestrial creatures join our forces at the Mech Dragon Division. So we are starting to believe and running experiments to try and figure out if any dragons we believed were from our own planet in the past actually had extraterrestrial origins. One species of which we are almost certain on having extraterrestrial origins is the Pikmigons, a species of wyverns that were almost as small as a human hand, able to fit in a human hand quite easily. We originally believed they were just that, a species of small wyverns, although we now believe they were more extraterrestrial in origin. The first one we will discuss today is the yellow petal Pikmigon. All Pikmigons have flowers or plant-like beings on the end of long stalks on their heads, which they use to photosynthesize, as a lot of them have no mouth, although some of them do. The ones that have no mouth include the yellow petal Pikmigon, which also has large bat-like wings to be able to hear, and skin that is particularly resistant to electricity, able to withstand a lot of it, and even absorb slight amounts to give off tiny electric shocks to anything that tries to touch it. It is able to fly quite easily for its small size, and it is seen to simply be trying to make its way to the top of trees to survive. It is great at avoiding predators thanks to its electric shocks. However, since in the area it lives there aren't that many creatures with electrical breath attacks, we believe that this may be evidence that this creature is from a different planet, along with its highly unusual DNA. Overall, the Pikmigons are a very unusual species we are still looking into. Let's move on to another one, shall we? You may be asking how we think the Pikmigons came to our planet in the first place. We believe this happened at the same time the Omnigons, another species of dragon, arrived on our planet, as they arrived on an asteroid, or a course of many asteroids in fact, and we believe they may have brought some creatures from their planet with us. Along with this next species of Pikmigon we'll discuss, the stony-skinned Pikmigon. Similar to all Pikmigon varieties, the stony-skinned Pikmigon is around the size of a human hand. Although this creature, being incredibly heavy for its size, is also quite resistant to attacks, similar to the yellow petal Pikmigon being resistant to electric attacks. This species has rock-like mineral skin that allows it to resist many attacks. It is quite big for its size with a small head, and instead of a flower on its top it uses to photosynthesize, it has a sort of fly trap that it uses, we believe, to eat its prey. However, we do not believe this is its sole source of food, as the jaws it has on its main body are quite developed and able to eat things. However, we believe this is simply due to the creature's main ability, which is rolling up to a ball and rolling down surfaces. This creature usually lives in forests in our world, but we believe this is because on its home world, it lived in more mountainous areas, and so this is a better way of getting around than its extremely limited flight abilities. This is more proof this dragon is from another planet, as we have also found that the Omnigon's planet is quite mountainous and dry and deserty, although having vegetation in places. Also, its DNA is very irregular, and we have no way of knowing how it would fit into the dragon evolutionary tree if it is from our world. So, we believe that the Pikmigons are extraterrestrial in origin, but we're also looking into other species similar to the Pikmigons to see if that's true for both of them as well. We'll talk about them too now. We are looking into more than simply two creatures we believe may have this origin, but we only have time for two today, starting with the Oachi fin, a dragon that we believe is closely related to the Pikmigons, although likely a predator of them, but we believed in our world was not actually a species of dragon until we believed it was extraterrestrial. At first, we believed this dragon to actually be a species of griffin, although we are now mostly certain it is extraterrestrial in origin. At full height, it grows to be around the size of a husky, although it does live for up to 100 years, and for the first half of that, it is mostly the same size as the Pikmigons. It has flight abilities, although similarly limited to the stony-skinned Pikmigon, although not nearly as limited. And it is quite a fast runner as well. It's quite easily to be tamed, and so it has been pet for quite a few generations of people up in the wilderness. But we do believe it is actually extraterrestrial in origin, and possibly a predator of the Pikmigons, although we do believe it is closer related to them than the next creature we believe may have a similar origin that we will discuss. Next up, we are discussing the Horned Cannon Dragon. Quite an unusual name, as even before we believe these species were extraterrestrial, we did believe this species wasn't a species of dragon, instead a species of dire insect. Although we now know that it is likely extraterrestrial, coming from the same planet as the Pikmigon, whether that be the same as the Omnigon or not. You see, this dragon is around the same size as the Pikmigon, able to fit comfortably in a human hand, but it has 4 circular mouths on its body that it uses to spit up debris. It will scour the floor of any forest, eating either stones or pieces of wood chipped off from trees, and it will use its highly strange mouthplan to shoot it out like a cannon towards Pikmigons, which are its prey. So it is not only able to eat with the mouths, but also spit back out. We do not know exactly how this works yet, but we do intend to learn how. Its wings do allow it to fly, though it is rather heavy and not the best at flying, although much better than the stony-skinned Pikmigon we discussed previously. Its exoskeleton is quite powerful, and to be fair, it doesn't seem to have a specific preference in what Pikmigon species it hunts. There are many more creatures we are looking into, but for now, these are our 4 most certain candidates. If there are any more we discover that maybe will coming from this planet that we are going to look into, then I will update this log with another one. Leave any suggestions in the comments below for any other creatures you believe may be of the same origin, but for now, I will see you all in my next lecture.